What it do, people, man? You know, I'm just riding down the road, and I was just thinking about something. You know, something just came to my mind, and I was wondering. I'm like, well, I wasn't wondering. I just figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to know why black people are in the streets selling crack on the corners? You know what I'm saying? Selling drugs, doing all these different things. You know what I'm saying? Robbing and stealing. It's bad. I ain't condoning it. Before you even, I know what you finna think. I'm not finna justify anything. Not about to condone anything. But you want to know why niggas are out here doing these things? You know what I'm saying? It just hit me. I'm finding out, you know what I'm saying? The more and more I'm searching my history and the research and figuring out who my people was, you know what I'm saying? And who we are today. One thing we know about DNA is, you know what I'm saying? DNA is passed down. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that your pops and your mother got the same DNA as you. And they pops and they mother got the same DNA as them. So it ain't no time in which DNA just says, all right, you know what? I'm going to keep passing on down until, about 100 times. Then no, DNA is going to keep being passed down and down and down. You know what I'm saying? So who our people was over in Africa and Egypt, you know what I'm saying? We was gods. You understand what I'm saying? We was gods and goddesses. You follow me? So who are we today? Now, the environment we're in, you understand, and the situations that occur in our God and goddesses, in each of our gods and goddesses' lives, you know what I'm saying? The situations that may occur may not be the same as the situations and events in which we was building pyramids. You know what I'm saying? The education in which we were reaching might not be the same, you know what I'm saying, as when we was inventing astrology and science and mathematics, when we was inventing those things, you know what I'm saying, creating those things for the world. You know, the circumstances in which we were in might not be the same. You know what I'm saying? We might not have been doing the same spiritualities as we were doing back then as we're doing now, like things like Christianity that we're doing now. We weren't doing that back then. So you mix all these different equations and different, you know what I'm saying, situations and things like that, you get gods and goddesses with the wrong paradigm. So I'm gonna break it down. What I mean by that is, we out here, we know, you know what I'm saying, the people out here doing this. I'm not condoning robbing and selling drugs and doing illegal activities for money, you know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning that. But we know, you know what I'm saying, that there's a bigger thing, there's a bigger picture than the environment we're in. We know that there's something bigger out there. Everybody out there know that there's something, no matter where you at, no matter what phase of life you in, whether you rich or not, we know it's something bigger than where we at, right? So with us being gods, you understand, we trying to get to it. Now, some of us have the correct paradigm and the correct education, and they know thyself. Some of them don't, but some of them do, in which they can climb and find the correct ways to ascend, if you will, you know what I'm saying, to get to that next level. But for the rest of the ones that's out here, you know what I'm saying, you see in the news and this and that, they still gods, you understand, but they don't have the correct knowledge or the correct knowledge of self or the correct intelligence. I ain't gonna say intelligence. They don't have the correct information, you know, to do what they need to do the correct way or the legal way, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. We know that we gotta get higher. We know we gotta ascend. We know we gotta do something better and bigger. But we don't have the correct school book knowledge or the correct education in this time frame, you know, what they deem as education. We don't have the correct education to put our godlike skills to the correct road, you know what I'm saying, on the correct course. You feel me? So here you have this 26-year-old dude that done dropped out of high school, that's selling crack, you understand, that's on the corner, got a gun, you know what I'm saying, shooting people, whatever you want to, doing all this fucked up stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's still a god. You see what I'm saying? So he just doesn't have the correct blueprint to put what he really wants to do into fruition and go open a business. and instead of standing on that corner with a pistol, you actually stand on that corner with a damn pamphlet. You know what I'm saying? But and once again, I'm not condoning. I'm not saying that everybody out there that's doing that, you know what I'm saying, it's not their fault, and you know what I'm saying, because it's still your fault, and your ass will still get locked up, and you ain't no, you know what I'm saying, you can't, this ain't no for no courtroom, nothing like that. I'm specifically just putting what my thoughts and how I look at the situation, you know what I'm saying, because it's a reason why we just leading the league or leading the statistics in all this shit. You know what I'm saying? We at the top of the board. Of course, you know what I'm saying? We in a messed up situation, you know what I'm saying? Slavery still messed our minds up, you know what I'm saying? Took the knowledge of stuff, I understand all that. But at the end of this, it's still a reason why we just leading the league in damn convictions. Or we leading the league in drug arrests. Or leading the league in murders, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, well, you know, say murders against whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the statistics are that they're giving us, there's a reason. And I feel like that's just one of the small symptoms that play into that reason, you know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You feel me? Peace.